ChatGPT has just released something very, very cool, and that is ChatGPT Sites. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to explain to you what is this update, why it adds value, and I'm also going to show you a lot of practical examples because I feel like most people are not taking advantage of this update. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So before this update, we had a problem, and this was especially a bigger deal for those non-technical profiles. And that is that you could ask ChatGPT to build anything for you, whether that was an app, a website, or a dashboard. The problem is that you couldn't really do much with it if you didn't understand how a domain worked or how to publish or host something online. And that was the biggest friction for non-technical profiles. You would remove the code barrier and you would be able to build something, but how could you share it with a friend? How could you publish it online? Well, that's exactly what ChatGPT Sites now solves for us. It gives us the ability of publishing a website live. Now, this update was released on July 9th, and most people started making websites immediately, and that is quite cool. That's something that we can do. But I feel like most people are missing out on some of the different applications that we can build. So I want to preview a few for you, and then I want to show you how we can build one live together. Okay, so here we have an example. In this case, we've made a website for a fake company called Heritage Renovations. And as you can see in the link, this is the URL that we have, heritagerenovations.finteya, which in our case is our company, .chatgpt.site. And this is what's super cool. We didn't just build this interactive website in ChatGPT, which as you can see, it even has a calculator to make an estimate. Am I redoing a kitchen? Next, type of property, size of the property, what you want built, your needs, and then here it gives you a estimate based on what you said. But as you can see, this was not just all built on ChatGPT, design, fonts, the structure, the images, absolutely everything. It also even published it for us. And like I said, this is what breaks that barrier. Before, you would have to build all of this on ChatGPT, sure, but when it came to actually publishing the website, you had to go look for your own way of doing it. You had to look for a domain, you had to look for a host. And if you'd never done this before, it could be a bit difficult. Now you can build incredible things and publish them. But like I said, this goes even further. For example, this is another example that we've done, which is a dashboard. So we have an academy and we get a lot of feedback from our students. So what we did is we decided to make a live site that updates in real time from feedback, because that's also, guys, the main benefit of publishing something. It is not just a URL, it is a live tool. So this tool can be uploaded and it's completely interactive. Here we have our different academies and cohorts and we can see their feedback. So for example, in our first cohort, we had 1,250 responses of feedback from 50 students. In our second cohort, we had 52 students and we had 1,400 responses. We can also see here the grades, and we can see how out of 10, our students rated the overall satisfaction and score. Okay, so again, here we've not just made a nice looking dashboard, which is cool, but I can actually share this with the team. And I could maybe say, hey, why has our score gone down from 9.3 out of 10 in our first edition to 9.1? And I can send it to the team and they can check everything out. So this isn't per se a website. This is actually an interactive dashboard. Let me show you another use case that I've built, my daily dashboard. So I've actually connected this to my actual Google Calendar, my Gmail, and my Drive. And what it does is it detects the day. For example, it's correct. I'm recording this on a Saturday, July 25th, and it gives me a summary of everything that I have. And not just that, since everything is integrated, it can even find mistakes. For instance, your calendar is clear for the next 7 days, but your Gmail says that you have a meeting on Monday. This is correct. I have a meeting on Monday and I've forgotten to schedule it. Since I have connected this dashboard, again, just using ChatGPT and using plugins to connect Gmail, Google Drive, and Calendar, I've been able to make this interactive dashboard. Here I have a summary of most important emails and reminders, and if I click on them, it's going to redirect me to them. As you can see, here is that email. There we go. This is a fake email that I made the other day for a live practice, a live class. But anyways, you can see it's a fully interactive dashboard that actually updates, and it gives us everything that I need to work on. It gives me a daily plan on how I could structure my day. And here I have, again, all of my folders, Gmail inbox, and calendar to build this dashboard right here. So again, it's not just websites, it's not just interactive dashboards, but we also have productivity individual dashboards that we can build together. And then also, let me take it even further. We can make a dashboard for our clients. Let's imagine this is a fake client, and let's imagine we're a marketing agency. So we've made a dashboard for the client. So here we have all the milestones. So look, we're going to do 3 things for you as our service. First, a campaign strategy, then creative direction, and campaign launch. And since this uploads in real time, because remember, the good thing of publishing a website live is it's not just a preview as an artifact used to be. It is a live website that actually updates as we give it new data. Okay, here we can see all the deliverables, and this way the company could come, check what we've, let's for example, say they want to check the launch checklist. They come here, campaign launch, and they give feedback. I don't like the timings. My spelling is fantastic, as you can see. My timings, please let's launch faster, for example. That's the feedback. I then approve or give feedback, and that is sent in. Again, here you can see recent responses. This updates in real time, and this is another use case. So you've seen a website, you've seen a dashboard, you've seen a individual productivity dashboard, and we've seen a portal for a client to submit feedback. Again, this is just a few ideas. We can do even more things. Here we've even built a ROI calculator, where depending on the number of employees in a company and how much they automate of their time with different tools, we can see how much they save per year or how much they spend per year. So that's quite cool. So an interactive calculation. Again, remember that this you could completely customize, and all of this has been built just using natural language. And we're going to do an example together so that you can see how it works. Okay, so we're in ChatGPT. In this case, we're using ChatGPT Work, and all you're going to do is just put @ and the word sites, and you will see this come up, and you're just going to click it. Now, do I need to do this process? Not necessarily. If in your prompt you just say that you want a public publishable link, it's already going to detect it and activate sites for you automatically. But still, if you're sure that you want to use it, just make ChatGPT's life easier and just use @sites. And then here I've just prepared a simple prompt, which we're going to send in. In this case, yeah, let's use, why not, 5.6 Sol Light, and we're just going to send it in. Basically, I'm just describing what I want. Build a website for Rivera Clinic, a private physiotherapy and rehabilitation clinic. Its potential customers who want to book a first appointment include a warm, short intro, the main services, and I've listed them here, and a booking form that collects name, email, phone, preferred service, date, and time. Save every form submission so I can review the request later on a private page that only I can access. So guys, this is again something cool as well. We're not just building a website, or in this case, a booking portal for clients live and with just natural language, of course, 0 code, no need to get technical whatsoever, but this is also a live website. Unlike, for instance, a artifact where maybe we didn't have a portal where we could access the responses, here we actually do. There are some limitations. That's a few things I would say while this is loading. Limitation number 1, guys, is going to be that we do have a backend, so I am going to be able to collect these responses, but it's a lightweight backend. We cannot use this as a full CRM. The capacity is limited. Second of all, it does not have e-commerce functionality, so we can't have a checkout or payments here. That might come in the future, who knows, but as of right now, we don't have it. And then also due to privacy regulations, a few countries did limit access and delayed it a bit, for example, in the UK, in Switzerland, and a few others, but this is coming to everyone in no time if it's not available in your country. So we're just going to wait. It's probably going to take a minute. And while we're waiting, I just wanted to remind you that we host a free weekly class every single Monday of the year where we do live practices like this, and you can ask me questions live and interact with me. You can sign up completely for free in the first link of the description. So I'll see you there. And now let's go back to the practice. All right, guys, here we have it. Took 4 minutes and 46 seconds. And as you can see, this is what we're going to get. It says here, open site, or you can just click here, open a new tab, which is exactly what we're going to do. And we're just going to click, it loads, and here is our website. Here we go, Rivera Clinic, feel more like yourself again, book your first appointment. Amazing. So here I have a form. So let me just submit this. I'm going to say I'm test. My phone number is 1234567, and email is test@gmail.com. For example, I want to do sports physiotherapy, and my preferred day is going to be on Monday the 27th in the morning. I'm going to request an appointment. And there we go, just like that is done. Now, how can we access that backend portal that we said to see the responses? Very simple. I simply asked ChatGPT, I said, hey, how can I access my responses? And it says, hey, here you go. Just check out this link, and here you have it. As you can see, there is our response. Patient is test, contact information, service, preferred time, and the time at which this was received. Guys, as you can see, we built this in 4 minutes, 46 seconds, no technical knowledge whatsoever, and the potential here is huge. We can make websites, we can make interactive forms, we can make a dashboard, we can make our own productivity dashboard as well. We can make a portal for clients to submit work. Guys, the potential here is huge. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe and activate the notifications bell. We post 2 videos per week showing you practice and real examples that can help your productivity just like this one. And also remember, we host a free weekly class every single Monday of the year, and you can sign up completely for free in the first link down below. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.